on to Kwesi Arthur. Kwesi Arthur. Now, hey, sometimes things can change within some few minutes. Not too long ago, Kwesi Arthur was chasing Grand Up Charley.
Of course.
A few moments later, now Grand Up Charley is chasing Kwesi Arthur.
Rat race.
Mini Yano. Remember the story when Kwesi Arthur said, Charley, why can't he breathe? A little contract he signed with Grand Up Charley, they don't want him to survive. Even his image, they want to take money from him. His own image, they won't take money from him. Some people were mad. And they were like, this Grand Up Charley, Glenn and his people, what they wrong them? You've signed a contract with a guy. The contract is even dead. So why don't you give the guy his peace of mind for him to operate? Always chasing him left, right, and center. Then when the facts started coming out, the paradigm started changing. People were saying, but Kwesi Arthur, this war that you started, it doesn't look like it is what it is.
That's what it is.
You rather started telling us lies. And I think the lawyers of Glenn, I think they've done some good job.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because they were able to turn the thing around just within some short time.
Quickly.
Just within some short time, they were able to turn it around. Only for us to wake up today and there is a legal suit chasing Kwesi Arthur. Hey, I didn't answer say. And it is getting interesting by the day. Now, they are suing for libel. Say, wabet church on Sembi. Right, if there is a story that people who are behind it can understand, you can bring it forward. Some of the posts that people made, we can bring it forward and we read to see how we can explain this further to those who are yet to follow the story in total. Now, it reads, Grand Up Charley Glenn sue Kwesi Arthur for defamation. And it says Glenn Boateng, founder of the Grand Up Charley record label, has filed a lawsuit at the High Court in Accra against rapper Kwesi Arthur. In a writ of summons dated January 27, 2026.
No.
Kwesi Arthur has been accused of libel. With Glenn Boateng seeking more than 10 million Ghana cedis in damages over
At
the endorsement.
10 million.
Oh, shatter 100 million. No, shatter is pound.
Oh, now, now, Kwesi no. Akwezi mwedi ni sika nyina. O ta kwezi 10 million. Obenya no ayina.
Has been accused of libel with Glenn Boateng seeking more than 10 million Ghana cedis in damages over comments the rapper made in a social media post. According to documents, Glenn and Ghana are seeking a declaration that several statements made by the musician on social media on January 21st, 2026 are defamatory. The post in question alleged financial exploitation, ownership disputes, lack of earnings, and threats related to Arthur's music career. The plaintiffs have argued claims that Ghana owns the artist and allegedly prevented him from releasing music amounted to libel and caused reputational economic harm. Right, let's continue reading. It says they are also requesting that Kwesi Arthur issues an unqualified retraction and apology to be approved by the plaintiffs and given the same visibility as the original post. The suit further demands 5 million Ghana cedis in general damages for libel, 2 million in special damages for alleged economic losses and missed opportunities, and 3 million in aggravated and exemplary damages. They are also seeking costs, including legal fees. Well, so this is the story so far, as has been shared by Ghana Web, and I want us to have a conversation about this, how it started and where we've got into. So far on this platform, Bright has not spoken about this. Bright, so how did this whole story start for you? Because I know sometimes you guys have some insider details.
Deep throat sauce. So for
deep
the
throat,
start, just like anybody or just like everybody.
Yeah.
I was sympathizing with Kwesi Arthur. Monsieur, so why you jumana usu who sky there?
Beya.
Not just say yes,
Beya. In fact, a beya.
so yeah, but also me because of one or two things, I've always said say I hold a very big loyalty to every investor and music manager.
Okay.
Yeah, me very big loyalty to them. And fan one artist who are they be my loyalty to the artist manager or the investor.
Okay.
Because there seems to be a template artists any manager be fall out. Not because artists know what the luxury of fans are or be appeal to or be play on their emotions. Now artists not by out first.
Okay.
None artists never can. If you don't challenge it, it becomes the talk of the day. So when I saw it, I also did my research and I had some conversations, and it was like, oh, we will come out and have a say. In the first place, now Kwesi say on ground up PhD man, who wants it?
Yeah.
A chance so we catch him say yes, na ampansu yes,
Yeah.
now they also who wants it cry. So when I get ground up showing me evidences since they started with you on even royalties, you've enjoyed over £91,000. Let's just say who can throw
Yeah.
£91,000 and you're scared of him.
Big.
Again, we'll say one person will be releasing you. So feel honor we're releasing you. Let's just who can throw to almost.
Okay.
And he at a point said, say, image rights. No, that was where I didn't understand.
Okay.
So I thought maybe more artists maybe I almost signing on image to some people in perpetuity. So I thought that was the case. But even for you, no, it wasn't the case. Was only almost signing a contract. And in the first 4 years, you signed in 2017. The first 4 years was to end in 2021.
Okay.
That one was on the 40-60.
Okay.
40-60 where the 40 comes to you, Kwesi. The 60 goes to the label.
Okay.
And you share that profit on the net because an investment has gone into the work.
Okay.
After the first 4 years, you guys have the option to trigger for 2 years.
Okay.
No more trigger for 2 years. 2 years then so 1 year, 2 years name you also ejuma. But almost say I say crap on my wako. But sa ejuma na mo year in that 2 years, that is the Son of Jacob album. Na you say distributor ma musika. Na what artist no afa label nature. Akwakoje.
Even
According to lawyer no what for me akwaje. And the 2 years no you guys agreed say if we renew for the 2 years and now it will become a 50-50.
Okay.
Which is very fair because only on my way. So if it's a 50-50, now can say a check 40-60 b. Now it sounds to check 50-50. 50-50 there. What 100 nina. Now me na for 40-60 there nembra ni enche.
Yeah.
$118,000. And you scared that him. Exactly. But me on that issue, no, me I know say two conflicting issues. My disappointment with Kwesi Atani say he couldn't see his staff properly. Because when you are having a case with someone and the person has his legal representative doing the talking, and you as an artist you are doing the talking yourself, your emotions will come to play. So edu baby kwa pomo de ono na sem rain because edu baby no no say enye ground up Charley na a fan day and no only masters to the Son of Jacob album no.
Okay.
But since some the buyer na one kasa who sounds to be admit say you agree to work on with them.
Yes, on the
Son
of
Jacob.
Jacob,
Say asem na kokota. Omo de one kasa wasem.
And they beat you.
And a burial. And the sequence of because of he being emotional, he made so many things. And a lawyer ne representing her. And a lawyer ne nkasa ansem. All these things are about charge, It could have been
prevented.
It could all have been prevented, but you were in your emotions, and once you are in your emotions, you say things you are not supposed to say.
Fact.
Me, I am the same for the court because
it's almost you know for
but issue no de akoko.
no, and you issue no de court issue no there some one come asem. Inti issue no come asem mo de evidence about.
Na make us say na court to say o gu omo ho fi.
Go omo fi so because omo evidence so mama o 2 cedi scrap so he am pass say omo sisi upo no mama o 2 cedi scrap so wa ba so won gi ska wo mo hoda no. Go omo ho fi no. Into me dey say the court it will stop that way artists akoye se abongo be ya na okay ma komuna ma komuna nam so na abongo age na account e de ama ne ba DJ adwa na brother me ba
DJ adwa da
na munzu no
da sare
insuo nie
ada be bodia
vena
ya ma unsu agase
and ye no me ma we no
ya ma unsu agase
no me ma speed no me nsa ne kana na ko tunte so egu amu ma brasa mi insuo nie ye vena mineral water na bottle na ya abongo min ka so say what to you
mane wo
oh me ya
how dey illustration
na
say I had a
platform ma komuna ye
inti abongo kra bottle yi ma komuna oni na ya se ye pese ye to nsuo ni edidi kakra ba na ache na abongo de ne bottle aba uni enjom na moye ni nsuo no midi na nsuo no so abongo na ekotu nsuo ne ba o ono otu nsuo ne fifem na odi nsuo egu eyi a ebotu mu a moye enye mada nsuo ne ye se be ye ma ye do atare ho nko a no o papa ba se and ono nso wo nsuo company mo nso mo nkoton mo de brasa mi wa de na obe
ne se yen why no
inti abongo se unie fa over na koma o papa ono nso owo nsuo bidin wo fie shatter water or the shatter water abo
adwa water
ne bone we ko social no you obi obetumi assign a contract because
enti ono asem no ebra nsuo ni ye ma business no edru time a eba be start aye profitable
you discuss you mu ana
yes
say you papa atena se a papa hu say ne ba no talent da we hu say ne ban potential we mu da
for the omo wa ha ne
na ya ye ejuma small boy at a point they took you to Dubai. Look at the investment that went into you. You went to Dubai. Road manager crown could be at a point road manager ne share wa artist no investment e ko mu no share black wa because of you your manager was doing favors for Blacko and Eric Tosca share investment e ko mu no share ne ko Blacko no offer the business partner na ye wo manager no ka chance you ejuma ye se me share Blacko pace na ye discuss share Blacko mu a ye be recouping them chain ni aye wan ko lucky or boss an komo no nso no not the loudspeaker and artist ne teye intend ye ba be ko Dubai na artist ne said da o nkobi
Sunday see
okay
nti ho na Eric Tosca ne Blacko relationship fee na manager ya ti ase
fetish and explanation
according to the
manager ya ti ase e crowd sa only when the she won jum an kan ba be release en jum ye by benzo benzo na ka on Sammy wo remix
me te crap o mete
ni nyina nso ye investment
Sammy flex no
Nigerian artists baby wa oni omo features ni nyina ye investment wo Instagram account wo hui at that point obi animo until say otua na ye verify ma wo o yes ani amani nyina na abe pem baby skakra pa e buy anka e say mo check crap na adwen papa wo tuma anka be ka so ska ba ide me no nyi adwuma bio ba sane e ba gigi scan ntino ma men sign na ye nje now the fa 30% for 70 na ma me 30 na ye nche 50
po
o say fuck you
and cross sign
and cross man sign say omo adwen mu no ye betumi afa echi na nka ne se akwa kwaje nti ende abongo international
scanayeka
scanayeka
hey obi enya say ade na ye de beton ye giscan ye say ye ejuma na nipa na ye de be ye ejuma no no so ye okoi nti say wo kode a me de beto so
dj adwa
eno keke ni asem no nti mi nim ne be ma obi akase na abongo as an investor ntuma ye den in any way we dey abongo trum ye den kra wo ma komu na so ye bi say won say odin je adwuma ye ko be 3 to 4 years ni.
What is he doing?
Artists need to make a video ba akoda and so time and now on ye twa video me bi so artist for so Or ne Black Omunam no. Na onu ni you only hit song. Black or hit song, talk or hit song. But it was intentional to get you in their circles.
Okay.
One to you for 3 to 4 years. After a year show, what they call laundry. No must send the bill. And one year lucky because there are some investors are omoba for charity, you know, they don't have receipts of the payments that they make.
Okay.
But Bongo had all those payments. Into your chinebisa also work there. Made the receipts in the mouth. To your receipts, you know. Now for the upper accounts, nina.
Enti Kwesi be bisa when Chavez now no wenya.
Wenya no.
So no be yo abongo de obi bia.
That when Chavez do no be charity.
Aboko wo pure takro to
receipt. Na say na me kwapo na me ni kranka me kwa value ama.
Brother manager.
Na brother me say me no tia sisi a na obi so peso hu a. Because say brother some dey who peso hu na 5,000 cedis. E no cry under valuation. Inti me to me value
Abbas.
Me to me value na. I say my car say.
Hey, yeah blow.
Obi business already know.
Blow.
Who's Sammy flex? Oh boy.
The Sammy flex I signboard.
Na say well, he said, Sammy and Mammy verse free. Because of my relationship with Sammy. Until next also you be wa. Oh, Sammy, we have verse our jia. Also, $10,000. Me there are 2 books so. 10,000 so be to am be kwa koma Sammy. Some the corner also me fa mefa. Ne we no. So me I think say that issue and Sammy issue no. Emi say Sammy Kwesi that issue. Yes say aba obi hu se ne yete yem fa nkokot ma ko na de no kwa pose me explain sesi akwa ehye me cause em say onya PTSD o se PSTD PTSD na no oto no hu se nkola na omo ne abongo ye adwuma ba ko release video bi na ye fepe a na we tuatu ya bloggers
na mo post
mo ko post sa abongo ageme account
ene ampa na
na dwimu no ondwen ho ye oye san kwase ade ni nyina sabio oye san ne nneema ni nyina se e hype ye na edwuma no agyae enso ye san na wo ye edwuma hu na maye koso wo maye hype obi ti ye obekọ akwakobo di di jaju akwakutie ndwom no
okay
nti anytime bia na so onima me de me ka twere no anytime bia o try say
obetua
obedente abongo din no na ema ye nya ye highest streams oye se o ye PR bia be say ni din bia that day no
ekoso
na bakan na ekoso sa
sankwai.
So just for correction, the abongo being mentioned here is not Shatawale, is abongo. Because I know
abongo we do to Santa Maria.
There's a wicked manager.
Wicked.
There's not Shatawale, is abongo. So you guys have to know this. Now, right, let me get your advice finally before I can move on from you. What would you tell Kwesi in the ongoing saga? In all this, what would you tell him to do? Especially now that you're filing lawsuit against him now. What advice would you give to him?
On the lawsuit, I think they gave him an option to pull the things he posted down earlier on, even before the lawsuit. And I want yet. Not just say,
oh, sir.
even on the
letter.
No, even on the space, the lawyer was like,
was Kwesi too on the space?
No, but I know people around him who on the space.
But I don't think that's all better. And no enough proof to say so better.
Oh no, but I'm not sure.
Exactly.
That we somebody actually inform who. Oh, na we di matem.
If you are doing it in good faith,
and you officially write
to him.
Officially,
that what you have done.
There is a letter be about said they wrote to him about his become account for Sikabia Wajiji.
Yeah, and I make us in this year no. So 1 year po na akoko to you no better ho asema. I think say they still have a good relationship because Glenn no or that's no papa kasa. And I'm na mu fita man to me sure say mu mediate na mka so man ye ni ye be pulling down the apology about her. They will take it. And truthfully, I don't think say even though Kwesi was emotional and wrong no. Minjin di say Glenn and so also fan ho di thoughts in sa. The fact say something is not legally wrong doesn't mean say morally too it's not wrong.
Okay.
You can't tell me say you've worked with over 6 to 7 people, artists. For the artists, all of them will have issues with you. I am actually privy to a conversation. A producer talks about, say, they worked on a song, and he worked on a song for Kwesi, one of his biggest songs actually.
Okay.
And from the get go, he told the person, say, in June we am name we me Jiska, me pay me publishing. Na he say Kwesi to me and all my verse. Also we not to no who say let's be a bani phone so 1,000. Also who scan no fair. Bossu. Na me catch us me Jiska o. Also we dey me dey ma now. No say I hope say ska they are sending me enye aketua for we no. No say enye aketua no say okay wate.
Mistake.
Owo ha na omo send the contract say on sign. Okohwe contract no. Na bi wo ma no onye we. On your okay with almost sending the contract no 2 p.m. By 5 p.m. no. Na nko for be 7 na friend say na won send the contract in na.
Eh.
Then pressure.
Then pressure no. And he say we obi are ignorant. And na morally say obi sign here. Yeah, I am pass was sign but morally no. You pressure the person into signing the contract. Yeah. Because there's no way I'll be mobile contractor within 5 hours and call 4-7. And they also signing death warrant.
Yes.
If you're not signing the publishing here at the end, he was able to secure it. Just say no, so just 10% be streams so. And then no buy. But no crap no say what turnable or train maybe after 2 to 3 years. Now my money lawyer throw to him. That's someone who knew and had a level of education on this stuff. But more no more ignorant no. Omu nyina asebio ya form mo na me nim se ne also mo ye no but no ntre se yembu omo kwase aye akoye se yebu kwase anso na wuni kama for yeah so it's just an education that has to go on amount nsua sa nya ma no then everything will be solved.
Well, so latest update on Kwesi and Grand Up Charley is what we are all observing currently. At the moment, the issue is still being run, and we will see how best they will come together to resolve this. Let me go to Chemo, na lawyer and so far, Nedebra. Chemo, come through.
Yeah, I mean, Kwesi this time around, the one here, and never being Kuyi man. As for the case proper, there, I think court and a bad judge, but me, in my opinion, I see it's weak. Okay. Yes, or can be a and Fakwan dear, but say you can be before 1 hour court today and could be at the moon. Judge in the crowd, but I just call them.
Okay.
Because any panel bit me, I call back, I can say, oh, it was a mistake. Like my said the nurse, I'm a canon on a man, and all those things. And proving damages because of that statement, that's where the issue will be. But yet, still, court will decide. And again, we should all get it that sometimes people take you to court not because they want to take something from you, but because the punishment is in the process.
Okay.
Or trimbebre or before bebe. And at the end of the day, say when Yan said the upper crana said the mean year called by a train time. It's part of the punishment. So we'll be a lawyer. I'll be defended.
Yeah.
We'll be chase camano.
Yeah.
And the and all those things. I think Kwesi in this case should play his game well. Especially he is the one crying say and never been quiet.
Okay.
Until if you are the one crying say you are not getting the money you're supposed to get, and in fact, you are even telling us Bibi to aye Musa Ghana for there. Then you should be careful how you deal with them. You can't just be out there saying anything anyhow. You should be getting advice from whoever you think can help you to deal with them. What Barber confession said, they are not treating you fairly. The way that they are dealing with you in terms of money and even your rights to whatever project that you have done, you are not getting it. This is not the approach to get what you deserve. The talking that you are talking, the statement that you are putting out and all those things, it's not good enough. You should rather be talking to somebody who can reach out to them and negotiate on your behalf, or negotiate for you to get what you think you deserve.
Fact.
it's better than what you are doing. And again, on their side, the grown-up people, they have opened up about that. They are saying that they are ready to negotiate. Come. So if you are not coming, why then do you turn around, go out there and say things that they are cheating you, and all because there's a perception out there based on other artists who have worked with grown-up. They are all not happy with what has happened. So you thought it's an easy thing to say that people will believe you. Yes, initially a lot of people were on Kwesi Arthur's side until they also came out to say their side. I think taking it to court, like I said, even though for me, in my opinion, what they are asking for and the things that they want is weak in terms of getting what they want.
Okay.
But it is also good for others to be careful what you say out there about others. People will not just allow you to say things about them and go scot-free, especially when there's a perception like that out there.
Okay.
There are other artists who are not happy with grown-up, and they are saying things only for you to come out and say it boldly and make claims that obviously according to them is not true. You have said that benefited from work I know my head. 91,000 pounds and it's
and they have records to show.
Exactly. And no kind of money you and no crown. What's uncle $118,000. And still you come out and say that you have not earned anything from them. I think he should be careful the way that he's going about it. Even if he has a genuine case, it's okay. But the way that he's going about it will not help him. He will even lose it, even if he has a genuine case. You are not ready to negotiate with them. It says more about you than them. You are saying that they are the one cheating you, but you are not ready to open up, as in go to them, negotiate, and even give us the details. Tell them that I sat with them. I told them that based on what I've done, I deserve ABCD, but they are saying they will not give it to me. Come and tell us that. Then we will know that, oh, okay, this is what is happening. You are not ready to negotiate with them, but you are ready to tell us that they are cheating you. I think Kwesi Arthur should do more, because this court case, okay. Sorry. Emma ne honso so ntone sa, because like I've said this before, every good lawyer will tell you it's better to settle than to go to court, even if you have a good case. The point is you will spend a lot of resources to prove that you have a good case. Yeah.
Well, interesting happenings here. Still on Kwesi Arthur, Roland Amate will speak finally on this particular story. Then I'll read some of your comments before we introduce the rest of the topics for the day. Yeah, Ro.
For ground up Charley, this is the only route they can go. Besides, for the one in the amount to be but I don't know whether so far the Kashi in terms of formally writing to Kwesi Arthur to warn him about the things that he's been saying about them in the space recently.
Okay.
Because this is not the first time. We've seen Kwesi Arthur talk about ground up Charley and all of that, even coming back to apologize again and all. For me, I also believe it is not only because of Kwesi Arthur and Omo taking this tangent.
Okay.
But there is more to it. Unim said the perception about other artists also going through similar fashion. Almost all my ba abontin abeka stay in windows abek keka nsembi. Ni ina fuele. However, if they are able to get Kwesi Arthur, it will help shape or put all those people in check. Because among them, Kwesi Arthur would have more to lose than them.
Okay.
And if there is somebody that they have him or they think they have him by the balls, it is Kwesi Arthur. So they would want to use him as a scapegoat to deter others from also going that same tangent.
Okay.
Because for me, this whole Kwesi Arthur thing, of course, they were presenting the case first, and all everybody or so many people will side with him. And into na ground up, and you be pam for real go almost until the lawyer came out and started talking. and I believe say machineries no so mu use here in order to drive and shape their conversation so bomb, because there are some people who were really for them in terms of biasness, let me put it that way. In terms of investor biasness, no.
Yes.
There were people who were really for them. DJ Slim is one among other people in the space who were really on their side. So using them to trumpet that message also helped to neutralize whatever perception Kwesi Arthur had cooked in the space. And then Ama Sisi Adania to Kwesi Arthur so much that now they are even doubling it up with a lawsuit, you know.
I see.
And then
a minimum.
Exactly. And then I'm almost our strength, you know. So for me, I think say Kwesi Arthur is dealing with this emotionally.
Okay.
Me, I've said, say yes, the people are just using legal means to bully Kwesi Arthur. And Kwesi Arthur, unfortunately, is also using emotional and moral side. And on them foul. Because on a business table, morals don't count. Morals don't count. Yes, never say nkoye say ma, never say nko hu mobo at this time, never say nkoye, but no any feelings. Say when feel a onye.
Okay.
That is how it is. Say nko wait me aka so say artist ne niama ni nyina wo ho ne nyom ne hwan ni nyina wo page so wo platform so na o scan ne e fa hin kosi until the awaje no manin kai so no so agibia e dey mfa no 100 no a feeling opa no be jemu opa obeka say Charley, let's still go by the book because the book, we all brought the book to keep both of us in check. Until no say ebia I feel say you are going contrary to the book. For me, I would want us to stick to the book, and they will go all length to make sure say they put you in check. That is what they are saying. And for me, one of my friend is saying, my worry or my surprise was the fact that Kwesi Arthur, you signed a contract with these people. In fact, when your contract elapsed, we heard and saw the things you said about them, coupled with others that you were also on the same platform with, also bringing statements to collaborate whatever you were saying. So in that aspect, why do you still go back again to the same people that you claimed
you had
issues with?
Well,
No, so the time he came out was when the full contract had elapsed.
Exactly my point. And then
after that, he has gone back.
No. Contract 4 years ne end you know. And also there was an option to trigger a 2 years. And also trigger 2 years BM.
No, so what happens with those ones? They say for 2 years now, most of them are automatic way.
If
say you sign a contract.
If you want to.
No, but someone say teams no. So let's sign a contract with players. Almost sign it 6 years plus 1. So if a NDW and they want to go on, then they for that one they mostly have the major stake to say so, okay, yeah, continue. What I say, then you continue with them. So that's how it is.
So even with that,
so they had the option to trigger the automatic 2 years.
Automatic 2 years.
But even with that, say contract I elapse and I end. Now there's even an option to trigger an extension. Per whatever you have also achieved or done, I also believe say you also have some form of leverage now to cause a review. In terms of whatever they will bring to the table. Else you drag it as long as you can drag, you would want to drag it. Even though they may have the upper hand to trigger our 2 years extension, you also as at that time.
There will be a clause in there that if you want to exit,
you can exit.
For sure. There will be something
you
like
can exit, especially when you have expressed that feeling of not being treated fairly. There is a difference. Say, maybe a contract now elapse, there's an option to trigger a 2 years extension. ABA hopefully say, okay, the partnership was not that bad until the main cobium. And we are different from say what ba say Charley, ade we amode here many dey me husu. And we are different. You came out to say the thing was not good. You were not treated right. In fact, anya say ekoye Kwesi Arthur nkwampo a anka man for any problem with ground up. The fact that other artists also join in those conversations, no. ni nyina ka won na ma amanfo bi ni ground apenya problem no.
But Emma I didn't get interesting because what if is the case in the first 4 years the artist felt say Nkofu sisi me I cut 2 years and you know say when it comes to these contracts artist label contracts most of the times there is a year in it but the year is defined by the number of albums and projects
you drop. Exactly. Yes.
You know the last 2 years could have been for them to drop a last project. Now artists know say so we drop a last project there and maybe that would have been why in CHA Kobaya or Koji 118.
Intimate, my point is, say why yet our calculations we because me I'm saying say first 4 years near lap saying you had that leverage to say sa clause we yen free sa clause we yen fanka home because anya now why you hit you were so bringing the label returns.
Oh yeah, that's why they did it 50-50 then.
Into that time no. Aside the 50-50 your friend said share in the company, you also had the option to push for more.
And own your masters.
Yes, because who this Kaba, so you were supposed to have a right conversation. And who he say obe Kwesi echira ko diska. You get what I'm saying? Na who he because as at that time, why a hate Odisikaba there. No, everybody would want to treat Obi Odisikaba right so that more would come.
Exactly.
So you had the option.
So it's why a cash cow.
Why a cash cow? You had the option to call for certain things, push for it. And when we say business there, I tell people business is not about what you think you deserve. It is about how much you are able to bargain for yourself. Mm-hmm. Because you can't be a money you deserve here. And then could be a business in the crowd. Because Obia, do you know what I think I deserve? Bam! And a billion of trillion. And only ebebo. As at that time now, me feel same leverage, you know. He had every right to have pushed for more. Who he has so better distributor this kabeba no afeach this can have the problem at the about so because I know artists' feelings sometimes they would want to place skirmishes, no. Mm-hmm. They would want to place but I mean some of them would want to do it. Oh, my mafia no obe nani betin ma discanedi. And that is what happened. And I believe say ni na kahona unfortunately for him the label too was tracking whatever conversation you were even having behind them. Mm-hmm. Ni na okoji ani atro letter ya te se wa okoji say ya te se wa okoji yetimi try ni atro say oh we cry okoji and sesa akeni nani more trauma. So for me I think for whatever it is I still believe Kwesi still holds the power to resolve this.
Okay.
Without even pushing for our legal side because OTA ground up for common poa. Utimi say yes, there is still a soft spot B for Kwesi among all the artists.
I'm sure they even
but they have opened up that they are ready for negotiation.
Exactly.
So, I mean, at least
so
that
if Kwesi wants this to end, I will say again, it will cost him. Mm-hmm. It will cost him at some areas. But if he wants to take his head out of this, he has the power to do it. And I believe he should do it as soon as possible because for Kwesi to even announce a project, any day where a sparky fire in the space, that means he still has that Nimojo still on. So he should just be quick, take his head out of the back and forth and move on.
Now, Branson, you see, I'm not going to be there 7. So no on Tigaraha. Oh, that you know US. Unless some may be a substituted service.
Were two Ghana.
They will, I think, based on rates, or mobile particular address. Or aware
of the address to so. It's a belief in farm brain here. 1 year. So unless maybe they do substituted service, maybe
after not reaching based on the address,
before they can do the substituted service,
you go back to court.
In the first place, Nipa na Ghana. So asemna court. Mo the address.
No, but sound Ghana. I'm saying share sa clause ni.
Say on 2 year ne die. I just say
what too quiet.
Obeba.
Exactly.
I just say officially we declare say we 2.
It's 7.
Say on 2 year. Say on 2 year. You say the fear address ni. Belief ne beba baako. Obeba mienu. Obeba miensa.
We nyawa.
Okay, now let's do some test service.
Okay, you better train. They be a baby.
Yeah, the bebo.
Airport hona near
WhatsApp.
On the way printing marriage certificate. Sammy the pay amano.
The document.
Way no, I think say underlining issue.
The document in the mano.
Document.
Yeah,
document. We mo side, could you keep mo side?
Yeah, the document in the mano.
Hey, Charlie. Right, you want to say something?
Yeah, way let me say underlining issue which from everywhere. Problems now ebaska samni ade ni nyina a son of Jacob problem issue
yes
and also share online na e wo say a property of ground up. That's what the stores give. But it could also be a case ebia ye be ya bom fa won John brand na Kwesi diaba na we, and because maybe the label would have access to the back end, they can change it. What upcoming artists should understand is even with some of the artists on ground up who were complaining, most of the times, Ghana say, because of scarcity at the internet, when labels are setting up, they first of set up as a production house. Into me will be our better. Me will producer or be beat. Me to me to your producer and sort no. Very recording. You now record you release it. What the artist you understand is so be more that way now. Wabo mumbat was answer how because. Oh, to your producer and can and you must be a very cold be a
exactly.
And I think that was the issue with most of the artists because Ground Up was paying the producers in
I think in one of their write types they write work to hire in there, which means whatever that you are doing they will pay you off.
Yes.
Yeah. So
no. Or when the producers now you like that. Just say and Jom na be you voice that so be a stream kakran but property ni there, masters ni there. And then Ground Up with me for catalog ni na ka say send your man for ton catalog or so koton. You wouldn't have a say. So it's something you should look at.
Well, I think that the caution is still out there. If you're an artist and you have to go sign any contract, you have to make sure you get someone who understands contract reading to help you to understand it. I remember how Chemo saved one artist like that. Shouts to Zidor. And yet Chemo about I'm saying called that hell.
No, label, no.